You've told me over and over again how much you enjoy Doctor Who and how you were looking forward to black gay Doctor Who, Ncuti Gatwa.
Couldn't wait.
Unfortunately, it seemed like nobody else really cared. It had the worst ratings we'd seen in history for Doctor Who when they decided to make Doctor Who black and gay and flamboyantly so, and make all of the episodes about how he was black and gay. And now, shockingly, it looks like its future might be in doubt. There was a big report that came out, I think yesterday or the day before. Exterminate? Doctor Who facing axe as lead star Ncuti Gatwa quits amid woeful ratings and fans' fury at woke storylines. And it's basically, I mean, this is a tale we've seen how many times over the past several years or several decades, I suppose, taking these IPs that people love, deciding to insert things that a lot of people have rejected time and time again. When it doesn't work, calling them racist, calling them bigots, and expecting that'll get them to tune back into the show, but ultimately it doesn't happen. Now, apparently what this report says is that after season 2, like, because it was a 26 episode contract, 13 for the first, 13 for the second. After this 26 episode contract is up, he wants nothing to do with it anymore. He doesn't like the abuse that he's been taking and the backlash that's happened and everything. And he's basically done. The BBC came out and said, hey, we're waiting to see the results of season 2 before we make any decision about the future. But apparently it's already fucking done and probably rightly should be. Black gay Doctor Who was one of the biggest disasters that we've seen over the last couple of years. And as bad a shape as, you know, different franchises are in, I'm glad that I never really cared all that much about Doctor Who. I've watched a handful of episodes here and there, a handful of specials when I was asked to for some reason or another. I don't understand how anyone could watch it. It is completely insufferable what I watched at some points during this run. And honestly, it's for the best if he decides to walk away and they put this show on a fucking hiatus for a while before they bring it back, because it is completely disconnected to what fans want.
Yeah, I know nothing about Doctor Who. I think I've maybe seen one episode, and I think that's because Jed, the Hollywood Scholar, forced me to try to get into the series. But I know absolutely nothing except for that Matt Smith was the Doctor one time, and then Barty Crouch Jr. was the Doctor
David
for a while.
Tennant.
David Tennant. That's about
that you called David Tennant Barty Crouch Jr. Is pretty good.
Yeah, so that's my knowledge of Doctor Who.
Well, that's fair. But this report basically says that it's over. His run as Doctor Who is over. And, you know, the BBC came out. The BBC rejects report that Doctor Who and Ncuti Gatwa are being axed over wokery backlash. And the statement from the BBC is not, hey, don't worry, we're going to stick with Ncuti Gatwa for a long time. It's like, hey, we're waiting to see how this second season goes before we officially say anything about the future, which probably means it's fucking done and rightly should be. But as bad as some of these franchises like Star Wars, Marvel, DC, however far you think your specific fandom has fallen, I don't know if anything quite compares to Doctor Who and what they've done to it over the last couple of years with female Doctor Who Jodie Whittaker and now black gay Doctor Who Ncuti Gatwa. So if you're never a fan of it, you should count yourself lucky.